We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. That's you, Alex. Let's play The Weakest Link. The first question is for £100. Start the clock. Alex, in Christian beliefs about the afterlife, which one of the two places known as heaven and hell is the destination of baddies?
Hell.
Correct. Nicola, in cities, Paris is the capital of which European country?
France.
Correct. Sergeant Ray, in celebrities, what is the first name of the world-famous actress who uses the professional surname Jolie?
Foster.
Angelina. Liz, in human development, what B is the usual four-letter word for a newborn infant?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
In human development, what B is the usual four-letter word for a newborn infant?
Wasp?
Baby.
Oh.
Well, she's posh, isn't she? John, in maths,
Bang.
what is 10 minus 1?
9.
Correct. Trudy, in spelling, which consonant appears in both the words good and bad?
Oh.
D. Nikki, in nature, which parts of a tree are usually higher up, the roots or the branches?
The branches.
Correct! Antonia, in film, theatre and literature, if the word hero is used for the male protagonist, what is the equivalent term for his female counterpart?
Heroin.
Correct. Vicky, in food, spud and tatty are colloquial terms for which vegetable?
Potato.
Correct, Alex.
Spank.
In pet care utensils, a pooper scooper is most frequently used outdoors to clean up after which domestic animal?
Dogs.
Correct. Nicola, in travel, what L is the usual collective name for bags and suitcases taken on a trip?
Luggage.
Correct. Sergeant Ray, in football, a referee cautions an offending player by showing a card of what colour?
Red.
Yellow. Liz, in cartoons, the Warner Brothers character called Daffy and the Disney character named Donald are both representations of which bird?
Duck.
Correct. John,
Bang.
in compulsions, kleptomania is the overpowering urge felt more often by women than by men to indulge in what, stealing or ironing?
Stealing.
Correct. Trudy, in jewellery, which precious metal, when pure, is described as 24 carat?
Gold.
Correct. Nikki,
Bang.
in smoking, what C is the usual name for a paper tube filled with tobacco that is informally called a fag?
Cigarette.
Correct. Antonia, what is the surname of the Irish musician, political activist and charity fundraiser commonly referred to in the press as St Bob?
Geldof.
Correct. Vicky, in the 2006 TV drama series of Robin Hood, Keith Allen plays the villainous sheriff of where?
Pass.
Nottingham. No, why would you? Alex, in definitions. Well, that was fantastic. Out of a possible £5,000 in that first incredibly pathetically easy round, you won just £850. Who thinks DNA stands for don't know anything? Who thinks defence is at the end of the garden? It's time to vote on the weakest link.
Statistically, Alex is the strongest link. The weakest link is Sergeant Ray. But who will be the first to take the walk of shame?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Vicky.
Liz.
Sergeant Ray.
Sergeant Ray. Sergeant Ray.
Liz.
Liz.
Trudy.
Trudy.
We have a tie team. Sergeant Ray and Liz have 3 votes each. So, Trudy, how long have you been on the bill?
20 years.
20 what?
Years. I was very young when I started.
Right. And you've pretty well slept your way through the whole station, haven't you?
You know, it's a horrible
Bill.
feeling you were going to say that.
You're the sort of Bill Bicycle, really.
Yeah. She is a bit. She's a bit of a sex kitten, really, Ackland.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah.
So it hasn't got you very far. You're still a sergeant.
Still a sergeant.
Why, Liz?
I thought she panicked almost as much as I did.
So, Nikki, when they told me you were coming on, I thought, who is she? When did you say that?
When I got voted out in the house, or nominated.
And then what happened? Just in case there's anyone in the whole wide world who hadn't seen you in Big Brother, what happened next?
And then I had a bit of a rant.
What were you cross about?
It seemed to help. I was just cross because I'd been voted out by another housemate.
Isn't that the idea?
Yes. I guess I'm a bad loser.
I see. And what are you doing now?
Not a lot, really. I'm trembling in my boots.
What's the problem with Sergeant Ray?
Well, he got 2 questions wrong, so he could be a bit of a liability.
Really? And you don't think you will be?
I've proven myself wrong, actually. I got both my questions right.
Could you just give us a bit of a tantrum?
Pretend
I'm just sending you off.
Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
That was very, very scary. Well, when the vote's tied, the strongest link has to cast the deciding vote. And the strongest link was Alex. I really fancy you in the bill. Do you think if I put on a uniform, we could have a thing? Because you're another bit of a bicycle in the bill, aren't you?
Absolutely.
The way around.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll hold my hands up to that, yep.
And you're a sergeant?
Yep.
And how old are you?
I'm 32.
You're 32?
Yeah.
How come she's a lot of decades older than you and
Yeah.
she's still only a sergeant. Isn't she as good a sergeant as you?
Yeah, but she didn't sleep with the right people.
Have you had your way with her yet?
No.
No?
Not
Is
yet.
she the last resort?
I wouldn't say that. I could be the last resort for Trudy.
Right, okay. Why, Liz?
She got a bit flustered, a bit kind of freaked out by it all, and
You
I
just
thought she
talk the
wouldn't
same
mind.
as you do in the bill, don't you?
Yeah.
That's not acting, really,
No,
is
it's
it?
not.
Well, you have a choice now. You can stick with Liz,
Oh, right.
or you can move on to Sergeant Ray.
No, I'll stay with what I wrote.
What you wrote.
What I wrote.
So, Liz, this is one party you won't be staying at.
Most definitely not.
No. Liz, you are the weakest link. Bye.
If I was giving Anne some advice, I'd try and explain to her about manners. And what it is about is making people feel comfortable and not causing offence. And on both those counts, I'm afraid Anne is a real loser.